Welcome to Paldea versus Hoenn. Let's jump straight into this thing with a bit of mochi mayhem. As Plat is continuing his dominance, both of these teams are actually made by Platinum. Paldea is being piloted by Gummy, leading the Palaphon and the Mousehold versus the Salamence Pelipper lead. As we see, both of these teams are very powerful and have lots of synergy within each other. Which team shall become victorious and which team will be laid to rest? As Gummy continues to decide to make decisions of what shall he do with this Palaphon and what shall he do with this Mousehold. These two teams were known to be heavy hitters. Going into this, we will see how this outcome will play out. The Annihilate comes in as Platinum goes ahead to use his terrestrialization. As he terrestrializes his Salamence that we know has Hydro Pump from earlier battles. He's going to terrestrialize into the water type to get some extra damage output. But will it come to fruition? It appears that it will, as it does outspeed the Mousehold. Goes into that Mousehold spot, evaporating it with a Hydro Pump. Platinum continues to hit Hydro Pumps. Never misses from Platinum's side of the field. Palaphon, will it come back in or will Moonpie come out? Palaphon is the one who comes out with that very strong superhero stance. Palaphon can do damage, but neither of these two Pokemon across the field are really afraid of it at this moment. Annihilate, what will it do? Will it also terrestrialize? Will it bulk up? What exactly is its goal? By the way, I, as a commentator and as a content creator, want to just take a moment to applaud Platinum for his team building, as his teams did very successful in this tournament. I also want to applaud myself for choking on that first round pick, thinking that I was going to play mind games. That was such a terrible idea. Platinum withdraws the Salamence. Let's see what comes in its spot. Booty Holo, the Ludicolo. What a legendary nickname from this shiny, dancing fellow. As Gummy, as we saw before, is using his terrestrialization on his Annihilate to reduce damage from a potential Hurricane incoming to its slot. Let's see how Platinum plays around this as the Jet Punch goes into Booty Holo, barely doing any damage as the Hurricane goes into the Palaphon slot and does a lot of damage, and Holy Orange Jesus strikes again with the confusion as Annihilate bulks up to make it be able to tank physical attacks more, but more importantly boosting its physical attack in the process. Not a lot has happened in this game so far, but it looks like that Platinum has taken an early leg up, while Gummy is just sitting here with this Paldean squad, not really knowing what to do against this front. How will this battle turn out? Palaphon is confused as it hits itself in confusion. Holy Orange Jesus is on the side of Plat, helping him out in this battle. But that is the way that Pokemon fights go, and in reality, real life fights go. You never know what's gonna come at you. As this Hurricane from the Pelipper takes out the Palaphon, completely annihilating Annihilate's partner here. As Annihilate uses Rage Fist into the Booty Holo spot, taking it out as well. A trade for a trade. Pelipper and Annihilate are the only ones on the field alive, but Gummy only has the Blood Moon Ursaluna in the back still alive. There appeared to have been a discussion on the field before deciding to send out his Pokemon, as this Blood Moon Ursaluna comes out against this Salamence, and Salamance's Intimidate is going to activate the Defiant ability, further boosting Annihilape's attack in the process. Blood Moon is susceptible to a super effective hit heal. What decision shall be made? And for the first time in the history of the world, Platinum has missed a Hydro Pump! Will this play in the favor of Gummy? But no, in the same turn, he gets a critical hit with Hurricane, redeeming himself as Annihilape has fallen. The Blood Moon Ursaluna has used a Calm Mind, boosting its special attack and special defense, but this might be too little too late, as it is fixing to take a super effective hit to the dome from both of these Pokemon across the field. Salamence using the Hydro Pump and hitting as per usual, going into this slot and taking out Blood Moon Ursaluna in one hit, bringing a Game 1 victory to Platinum's Hoenn squad. Platinum having the leg up going into Game 2 is very important. Going into Game 2 with a victory can build momentum and go ahead and shut down a match early. Is Hoenn going to upset Paldea? Platinum's number 2 overall pick in the draft. Camera Up and Torkoal lead out, as Skeletorge and Maushold lead in. Torkoal's Drought is on the field, further boosting Fire-type attacks. This could play into Gummy's side of the field with Skeletorge, and it will of course play into Platinum's side of the field. Let's see what decisions will be made turn 1 to navigate this battle, as the sun is in effect. And these two teams have some synergy with it, but also not a lot of synergy with it. Gummy's call with the Skeletorge was very bold, but very smart, knowing that Platinum would not be bringing the Rain team. Platinum withdraws the Torkoal, potentially expecting a population bomb to come in, as Salamence is going to reduce the physical attack of Maushold and Skeletorge. It does not matter to Skeletorge though, as Gummy is going to terrestrialize somebody on his side of the field. It is of course going to be the Skeletorge into the Fairy type. This shiny Skeletorge with the Fairy Terra type looks quite luxurious, I might say. Maushold goes for the population bomb into the Salamence spot, but because of its reduced attack due to Intimidate, it is not doing a whole lot of damage. Oh, it does not matter. All 10 hit and Salamence is out. The Intimidate did not worry this population bomb user of the Maushold, as the Torch Song goes into the Camera Up spot, further boosting the special attack of this Skeletorge, as it takes a decent chunk of damage from the Earth Power. Shiftry is going to come out in replacing that Torkoal, the Salamence, who has now passed. Maushold is still alive, still very fast. What decisions will be made by both of these competitors in this turn to change the tide of this battle? Platinum is going to terrestrialize the Shiftry into the Fire type to potentially reduce damage coming in and potentially boost up Weather Ball's power, as he selects Weather Ball into the Skeletorge spot for neutral damage, but it is going to be base 100 and stab, as it does quite a chunk of HP. Population Bomb goes into the Shiftry spot, and as we saw, oh my, it only does 2 hits. Terra Blast is going to go into the Shiftry spot, And it does an okay chunk, but not a lot, because it is fairy type. As holy cannoli, the eruption from the Camerupt takes out the Skeletorch and does a huge chunk to this Mousehold. Gummy is now being put on his back leg in an awkward position, losing momentum. Platinum is gaining momentum. It is now even 3 versus 2, and each Pokemon are similarly damaged. Who will come out of this battle victorious? Will this be a Game 2 victory on Platinum's side to go ahead and shut this series up? Follow me from the Mousehold spot to protect his partner. Solar Blade is going to absorb light and come out turn 1 into the Mousehold spot due to the follow me, as Mousehold takes this damage and dies. Shiftry is going to continue to lose a little bit of HP due to the Life Orb. Bulk Up comes out of the Annihilate to boost its defense and more importantly its physical attack, as this eruption is going to continue to hit pretty hard for a decent chunk due to the Camerupt's HP, which I believe is still at full. It is not at full. I did misspeak. I am such a bad announcer. Vacuum Wave could be potentially coming out from this Blood Moon Ursaluna spot. Vacuum Wave goes into the Shiftry to go ahead and take it out to further mitigate incoming damage, leaving just Camerupt on the field for this turn. Will it be able to take this Rage Fist? No, it will not. Rage Fist continuing to snowball in power, plus the Bulk Up allows Annihilate to take it out in one shot. Torkoal is all that remains on Platinum's side of the field at full HP. Will it be able to do anything against this Blood Moon Ursaluna and the weakened Annihilate? This battle has been great. Both teams have been trading blows. Neither team has made outright decisions that has really taken over this match. It has gone back and forth, as the Protect comes out from the Torkoal slot to take no damage from Rage Fist and the potential Blood Moon. The Blood Moon comes from Ursaluna, which I believe how Blood Moon works. This means Blood Moon will not be able to go into the Torkoal slot next turn because you cannot use it twice in a row, as we see on the screen. That was a very smart idea from Platinum to potentially reduce more damage. The Blood Moon Ursaluna uses Protect to reduce damage from this Torkoal, as Annihilate uses Rage Fist. Is it powered up enough to go ahead and take this Torkoal out in one shot? And it doesn't quite do it. It does a lot of damage, as Torkoal uses Body Press into the protected Blood Moon Ursaluna, hoping for a super effective KO. But since he protected, it did nothing. It does not look like Platinum has a leg to stand on. It looks like this match is going to be taken by Gummy and the Paldean squad. Gummy is piloting Platinum's Paldean squad, which is a really funny thing to say because of how this tournament has played out thus far, as Blood Moon Ursaluna stays alive, giving the victory to Gummy over Platinum. It is now 1-1 in this set. This final Game 3 will determine who moves on in victory. Ah yes, Cassiopeia's theme, one of the greatest themes in all of Generation 9 and potentially all of Pokemon. The Shiftry Pelipper lead comes out on the Hoenn squad side for Platinum, as the Mousehold Annihilate lead comes out for Gummy's Paldean squad. These two teams, as stated many times before, have lots of synergy with each other, are very much so heavy hitters, but also have ways of mitigate that word that I cannot say in this moment, mitigating incoming damage, as Platinum decides to terastallize turn 1 the Shift Tree into the Water type. As stated before, this is probably one of the first times we have seen this in this tournament. We are allowed to use multiple sets and switch them out in between battles, as this Terra Water Shift Tree is going to have a lot of synergy with this particular team. Annihilate using Protect this turn, so does the Shift Tree. As Mousehold uses Population Bomb into the Portal John, will he be able to take this toilet out back to the pooper? Will it be done? Will it be a waste? As this Porta-John is taken out, completely crushed. This Mousehold has taken an important member out of the way in turn 1, as Platinum sends out Booty Holo, the Ludicolo. This turn 1 has shifted momentum onto Gummy's side of the field, which has not happened much within this tournament, as Paldean squad is showing how strong it is, as Hydro Pump goes into the Mousehold slot, taking it out. Booty Holo is flexing its muscles, as the Water type Weather Ball that is boosted by the rain, of course, going into the Annihilate spot, but not doing enough, as Shift Tree loses HP from the Life Orb. Rage Fist is going to be boosted up enough to be able to take out this Shift Tree. Gummy takes another life in turn 2. Platinum is going to be on his back foot in an awkward position in a 2v3. Can he clutch it out for Hoenn to continue, or will Hoenn be sent home? Baxcalibur comes out, and so does Milotic across the field. This theme perfectly encapsulates the epicness of this Game 3 battle. Baxcalibur looking bald as ever, but with that amazing beard, it is looking dapper as ever. As Annihilate hits the Protect across the field, Hydro Pump goes into the protected Annihilate, and Baxcalibur's Glaive Rush goes into the Booty Holo, and Booty Holo is not going to be able to clinch this one out, as Booty Holo falls to the ground. Milotic uses Blizzard, which is not going to do much into the Baxcalibur. It does almost half. Milotic is now Bond, which is going to make its defensive capabilities a bit higher. But will this be enough for Milotic to be able to withstand the onslaught of moves coming its direction, as the Rage Fist goes into the Milotic spot, doing a decent chunk of damage as Annihilate continues to lose HP, and Glaive Rush goes into the Milotic, not doing quite enough to take it out. The Hydro Pump, as ever, always hitting into the Annihilate spot, taking it out, leaving just Baxcalibur and Milotic on the field. But I do not believe, based on the speed, that Milotic will be able to live. And I completely forgot, as an announcer, that there was a Blood Moon Ursaluna in the back. It does appear that Gummy is going to be able to take the victory here. What does Milotic have up its sleeves for the rest of this battle? Victory is imminent for this Paldean squad as Protect comes out from the Baxcalibur spot. As so does it come out from the Blood Moon Ursaluna spot, as the Hydro Pump goes into the Protect, not doing any damage because that's how the mechanic works, and the Born damage is going to take out the Milotic, as this Paldean squad remains victorious, taking 2 in a row to finish out this set 2-1. Paldea is moving on. Paldea is moving on to the finals. I do not know if the video has been uploaded for the other side of the semifinals, so I will not spoil who their opponent will be. But we shall see soon enough. Thank you for watching and stay tuned in. Click above this Snorlax to be able to watch more of this Paldean tournament. It is not a Paldean tournament. It does appear to be a Paldean tournament at this moment, though, because of their dominance. Click more to see more of the Regional King format.